and I can show you like how it's going to share these bets with you. Hey, Chris here, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a horse racing value betting strategy that really works. It works so well, in fact, that one user in just 6 months has made just shy of £27,500 profit. But without wasting any time at all, let's get on the laptop so I can show you the strategy and the software that you'll use in order to profit from this. So here on the laptop then, the site is called Tilt the Odds, and although they've been going for a few years now, it's actually a site that I've only just found out about because they've only really just been going to market with sharing their system and letting users join and profit from it as well. So scrolling down on their homepage, there's some information, of course, on what makes their platform unique, and also information on when they were launched. So launched in 2020 there. Then they've been developing the site there, and in 2024, as I say, they've really just started to allow people to join up and get profiting from their system. Now, the people behind Tilt the Odds, over on the Meet the Team page here, you can actually see there's 11 members of the team, and I won't read out all the descriptions individually, that'd take quite a bit of time, but I'll just quickly go over them. So you got the founder there, Paul, and at your leisure, if you want to, you can come and read all the sort of interests that each team member has here. There's a decent team there set up to help you profit from horse racing. Another page here on the Tilt the Odds site, which I wanted to show you before we get into how the bets are given to you and all that good stuff, is the Inside Track page. So this page is basically here to give you guides on how to use the site. So how to get started, how to join the Discord community, information on restrictions and bans, Rule 4 deductions, understanding variance, top tips here to avoid getting your betting account restricted or banned there. That's a very important one, of course. Different types of horse racing bets, explanation on value betting there, bankroll management, and then a handy guide there on the 2024 horse racing fixtures in the UK. Now, before I get on to showing you the bet generator, which, as the name suggests, is going to generate the value bets for you and show you which bets you should be placing in order to tilt the odds in your favor, just wanted to talk about how is it that this bet generator finds these bets to provide them to you. Now, because the team behind Tilt the Odds have a background from insurance and data analytics, what they use for finding these bets is a credit scoring system, much like you would find with car insurance, for example. So whenever you call up to get a car insurance quote, the car insurance company will be taking in data points and learning about how much of a risk you are to them and how much they need to charge you in order to profit from you in the long term. And that's what we're doing here with horse racing. So they'll take into account things like, have you just passed your test? Have you been driving for 20 years? Is the car parked on a busy main road? Is it parked on a quiet driveway? And depending on what you say, that's obviously going to affect the price of your car insurance. Much like with a horse racing bet, where the odds of the horse, if they're better odds from a bookmaker, that's going to then give you more profit in the long run than, say, a bookmaker giving out much lower odds. And various other factors as well, like what are the odds over at the betting exchanges, how much money has been placed at the betting exchanges, just to name a couple there. And there's lots and lots of different factors that are determined in order to make sure the bets that you're placing on these horses using the bet generator are going to give you the profit in the long run. Just wanted to make that super clear that Tilt the Odds is not a betting tips service. It's a credit scoring based system which is looking at all these data points and providing solid information on the horse racing bets. But having cleared that up, we can now jump onto the bet generator here on Tilt the Odds, and I can show you how it's going to share these bets with you. And what I like about this is it's really, really simple and easy to use, so you don't need a ton of value betting experience to get using this. All you would do on the page here, so the first tab here on the bet generator, is click on play, and then you can see it's going to start a countdown to find a new bet. It's actually gone ahead and found a bet there with Jeff Banks, and it's a single. So there's various bets that it can find for you on here, like patent bets, Trixie bets, lucky 15s, doubles, and so on and so forth. But this one, nice and simple there to just show us a single there. Now, we can see the event. It's at Newton Abbot at 4:25 in the afternoon today. The horse is Riders Rock, and then the back odds that you would get on are 3.75. The value percentage there is 100, and then the quality score, QS, 436.80. Now, next over from the bet generator, we can actually click on the bar graph sort of button there, and it's going to give you a breakdown of various bets you've placed by the bet type. So you can see I've placed singles and lucky 15s. You can see the total bets there, total win, etc. Now, next tab over here is this one here with the lines and the bullet points there. That's going to show you today's meetings, which is nice and handy to be able to see how much is going on for the day. And finally, on this settings sort of wheel cog here, when we click on that, it's actually going to give you the option to select singles, doubles, trixies, patents, or lucky 15s, and then all the different bookmakers that are actually supported by Tilt the Odds. So you can see there might be bookmakers, and very likely is bookmakers in there, that you probably don't use for anything else, any other betting strategies. So you can absolutely use them for this and have them selected there. What I wanted to mention is with selecting, if you were to just select singles and none of the others like the Trixies, Patents or Lucky 15 bets, you would very likely have your bookmaker accounts restricted and banned very quickly. So what's been recommended from Tilt the Odds is actually to do a mixture of other bet types as well, and what that'll do is actually increase the value returned to you. So although you'll still be profitable from only placing singles, when you're placing a mixture of the other bets as well, they provide even more value, because say you have a bet type with multiple horses in there that are at value, you're actually adding value onto the value. So that's how it becomes even more valuable when it's a multiple bet type. Now, if you're still watching the video up to this point, I can imagine you're interested in getting started with this and making some profit, and you potentially have many questions. And the very best place to go and ask these questions is actually in the Tilt the Odds Discord. And they have a few different channels set up. So like bankroll management, discussing variance. Then there's the bet advice channel. So maybe if you're wondering like, oh, how do I even start to place a lucky 15 bet type? There you can go in, ask away with any questions, and there'll be someone to help you out there. Now, I did mention in this video I'll be sharing with you some users' results that have been using Tilt the Odds. And firstly, we'll go on to this one here. So obviously their usernames and real names have been kept confidential so they can continue profiting from the bookies. But these are genuine users. They're in the Discord there. If when you get joined up, if you want to go and chat to them and ask them exactly how they made their profit, you can absolutely do that. And you can see this user is the one I spoke about. 6 months of use of Tilt the Odds, and they've placed just over 9,000 bets there, 9,124 to be exact. They've staked 84.1 thousand. You don't need that much money to place these bets. That's obviously place the bets. You get your money back, from value betting over time, and then you place the bets again as long as you're managing your bankroll correctly. And then they've made their profit 27.4 thousand in those 6 months. This was actually a lucky 15 bet result that they had recently, and you can see there £15 staked. All the bet selections won there, bringing them a winnings of £9,482.28. Another user here with 1,270 bets placed, 35.3k staked, made a profit of 8.6 thousand, which was in the same kind of time period as the other user, but obviously this one placed many less bets, so that's why the profit's not quite as high. And then this final user I wanted to share here on the video, they've only literally just started a few weeks ago and have just been placing bets here and there, so that's why there's only 204 bets placed. A stake amount of £1.5 thousand, and then a profit there, £439.28. As I say, just in a few weeks there. Now, the final thing to cover in this video is the price. So obviously it's all good having a system that's beating the bookmakers and using the software to do it. But if it costs too much and it's like a bit ridiculous on the price side, then it's not going to be any good for people. But I'm pleased to say, if we get on the laptop here, this is definitely not what you would call overpriced or crazy pricing. It's ridiculously good value for money there. So you can see £25 a month is going to give you unlimited bets a day, access to the bet generator, access to the bet builder, and access to the bet simulator as well as profit tracker. And that is literally it, £25 a month. I hope you've had value from this video and you've now got another option for some smart betting strategies to make some profits from the bookmakers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.